Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you this morning. Got some coffee here. I'm actually sitting in my truck because it's so early that I don't want to make the videos in the house and wake everybody up. But we'll have a little morning with Stevie Breach here today. I had a few wrestling things bouncing around in my mind this morning, so I thought I would come out here and crank out some videos and have some fun. But yesterday, I was able to go to that Cricket Wireless WWE meet and greet. It actually was really, really close to my house. It was a pretty fun event. It actually made me think that last year when WWE was here in Sacramento, Charlotte Flair did a signing that was roughly 10 miles away from my house, and I didn't go to it, mainly because I hadn't been to a signing in such a long time that I don't want to say that I just didn't care, but I just didn't want to do it. I think that the timing was about the same time that it ran from 9 until 11. I normally drop my kids off in the morning about 7:45, and just thought maybe I just wouldn't get a chance to meet her, and I would waste my morning waiting in line. Now, let me tell you, when I was trying to find the information on these Cricket Wireless signings, I found a few Reddit pages where people had, openly asked questions about these signings, and a lot of the questions just weren't answered. There was one really good video that was on YouTube from a guy that went to a Cricket Wireless signing, WrestleMania in Philadelphia, and I really didn't think that one would count to answer the questions, mainly because it's WrestleMania week. It's a free signing. There's a lot of wrestling fans that come from overseas, from in the country. That would be kind of like a little bit of a wild crowd. That anything that WWE does that week is going to be huge. Now, let me tell you, I will honestly tell you, I went to the signing. It started at 9 o'clock. I got there at 7:45. I honestly thought that I was okay. Man, I should have been there an hour earlier. It wouldn't even have hurt to have been 2 hours earlier than that. Now, I haven't been to any kind of like meet and greet and signing since 2020 when I went to C2E2 and actually went there and I met CM Punk. I met the Hurricane, Tommy Dreamer. I met some AEW guys. I met MJF, I met Wardlow, and Joey Janela. Those were fun events. I don't want to say that I kind of put that behind me, but, when I had found that Bailey was going to be doing the signing, and it was realistically, I dropped my kids off at school, and within 2 minutes, I was in the parking lot. This Cricket Wireless is like less than a quarter of a mile from my house. So I was like, I feel like I'm kind of forced into going to this. Now, like I said, there was more people there than I thought would be there. I honestly thought with school being in that would hurt. There was any wrestling fans that live in Sacramento that go to school did not go to school that day. I will say that easily, you definitely have your share of wrestling fans like me that kind of seem like they're a little bit too old to watch this stuff, but they've been watching it forever. But I would say half of the people there were kids that their parents brought them to their event. There were daughters that, were watching wrestling with their dads, and their dads pulled them out because they thought it was the cool thing to do. And I think that is what those signings are for. It sucks that they do these signings early in the morning or during school hours, I guess you could say. But I think they know that, some parents are going to give a wink, wink as long as Johnny does their homework, and they'll pull him into there. Now, I will say the first hour of the signing, it's only 2 hours. Now, let me see. It's 2 hours. It's free, 100% free. Everything you do is free. Cricket Wireless, they make you sign a like a flyer on an iPad. Basically, it's a meet and greet waiver, basically saying that they're going to make a video of the show. They're going to put it online, and you have to sign over your rights in case you're in the video, in the background, that's okay. And that's, what they're doing in order to get it. When you're signing this waiver, you have to give them your name, you have to give them your age, you have to give them your email address, and you have to, they ask you, like, hey, can we send you information about Cricket Wireless? You do not have to sign up for that. Don't feel forced. If you do that, they're going to send you text messages. They're going to send you emails of every Cricket Wireless deal that there is around there. I've been an AT&T customer for 4 years, and probably for 20 years before that, I was with Sprint. And I'm not looking to get another cell phone. I'm not looking to jump over to another one. As you were there, as you were in line, the one that I went to, they had a local radio host who does the 102.5. He hosts the morning show. So how the heck was he there? Oh, wait, he was there, and he kept everybody entertained. He had a microphone. They had one of the big, boombox speakers out there. He was talking to people about wrestling. They were consistently doing drawings, giving away prizes, a lot of tickets to SmackDown. That was last night. A lot of headphones. As long as somebody's winning a prize, I think everybody's going to be happy. When it came down to it, tickets were big prizes, but they gave away a television. They gave away a chair from the Royal Rumble this year that was in Tampa. I'm guessing WWE brought that for them. Bayley signed it before the event started. They gave that away. The big standee, I don't know who wants one of those, but it's got almost like a 5-foot tall Bayley, and had the information on the signing that sat in the store for about a month. So she signed that, and they gave that away. And there was people out there that actually wanted it. If I would have brought that home, my girlfriend would have killed me. I would have had nowhere to put that thing. At my work, they gave me a Dave Portnoy standee, but we never put it up, so it's still like folded up in the box. And I thought one day I could put it up, but realistically, I probably need to sell that thing off to somebody else who's going to want it out there in the world. But overall, it was a really good event. Lots of free coffee, lots of free donuts. I think that they know that they're probably going to be getting roughly about 500 people out there, if not even more. So the first hour of the event, I don't know if it's every event is like this or if it's just the store manager here in Sacramento. First hour, one free autograph, one free picture. But you got to be thinking as you're walking up and you're meeting Bayley, for her to be able to reach over, sign your item, then stand up, take a good picture, and then greet the next person. You're getting 30 seconds at the most. But after the first hour, they cut off autographs because he said he wanted to get as many fans through. Everybody would get a picture. The older video that I had seen is that Cricket Wireless used to take the pictures themselves, and then you would sign the form and you would give them your email address. They would email you the picture. Now what they do is they take your phone and they take the picture for you. At least the team here in Sacramento, the two girls that were taking the pictures, they were doing a really good job of the fact that they the second you handed them their phone, they weren't taking video, but they took like constant pictures. I think I have like 7 pictures of me like walking up to Bayley, the 10 seconds that we get to talk to each other, if that, where I talked about the 49ers, telling her to text Kittle for me and say that I hope that he gets better. And then once she said that she would do that, I said, hey, why you got your chance? Just text the whole damn team and tell them to get better. But they took the constant pictures, and then they took a really, really good one. And so I was happy. It was a good event. I got to meet Bayley. I met her roughly, let's just say 2016. They came here for a concert show, like a festival they set up the ring and they put on 2 NXT shows. And that was really, really cool. I got to meet Finn Balor, Bayley, Carmella, the Vaudevillains, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin. Like, I met almost the entire roster except for Chad Gable. It was the one guy that kind of like stayed in the back, and if he went out into the festival, he sneaked right by me looking like a normal dude. But I thought it was really cool. At that show, Baron Corbin wrestled his match and then just stepped over the guardrail and walked through the show into the concert just to go out there and feel the vibes. I thought that was a really, really cool thing, that he was just like, that's where he wanted to be, that's where he's going to go. But overall, I hope these answered almost any questions. Basically, you have to sign up for, you have to like sign your rights away if they put you in the video, but you do not have to sign up for any information sent to you, emailing or texting. And if you show up early enough, I'm telling you, don't be the guy who shows up. I got there. I dropped my kids off. Let's just say I got there at 7:45. Things started at 9. I was there an hour and 15 minutes early. There was a line from the door of Cricket to the Starbucks drive-thru. It doesn't really make sense unless you watch the video. So there was roughly some people there. And then there was a second group in the parking lot. I was the last person in line in the second group that was like the middle of the parking lot, but they still had to have the street open. So that's why they were cutting it off into different groups. I was the last person in that group. And then they made a third group over by the McDonald's drive-thru on the far end of the parking lot. And they were consistently moving people in and doing that. Even after they cut off autographs and they were only taking pictures, basically, when I left, when I got in my car to leave, I was not able to get a good video. I wanted to take a video as I drove by, but I also didn't want to be just like videoing random people and people wondering what the hell I was doing. But the whole time we were there, consistently, people that were driving up to the Starbucks that wanted to go into the drive-thru, they were looking like Starbucks was closed. They didn't know why all those people were in the parking lot. They didn't understand wrestling fans, I guess you can say. But when I left the spot I was in line, there was still more people than when I got there an hour and 15 minutes before it started. I'm telling you, it would not have hurt to get there 2 hours early. It would not have even hurt to get there 2.5 hours early. I think if I would have got there an hour earlier, I think I would have been in the first group of fans that were able to get an autograph. If I was there that much earlier, I wouldn't have had to wait. But also, get this. They do those drawings. They do a drawing, I think, every 10 minutes to keep, fans entertained, to keep them from getting down, that they've been waiting in this line so long. People around them are winning prizes. So, like, the people that you're talking to, you feel good for them. The girl who won the little chair was honestly 7 years old. And I saw her as I was leaving, and I asked the dad, I said, has anybody tried to buy that chair off of you yet? And he was like, no. And I was like, don't sell that chair for less than $400. And he's like, what? And I was like, trust me, once you get online, look around, to find a chair autographed by a wrestler, especially a wrestler who won the Royal Rumble that year, that's going to be something you want to hold on to. And you might not want her sitting on that right now, to tell you the truth. That was just a funny thing that happened on my way out the door. But overall, really, really fun event. I wish I would have got there earlier. But I hope this helps you guys out when you go to your next Cricket Wireless signing.